Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As we head towards the end of summer, I thought today's video would be a look back on my favourite products of the season. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working in order of, if I was starting from foundation up to the last step of my makeup, which is lips. I also include a favourite nail polish as well, so if you would like to get your hands on some of the products that are featured in this video, I will also link all of those in the description box below. Right, let's start my summer countdown with my favourite foundation. So what I absolutely love foundation wise is the Kiko Daily Protection BB Cream. I did a full review of this on my channel, so if you'd like to check that out, I will link that in the description box below. What I love about this one is it is a really nice lightweight BB cream. It's not quite a traditional foundation because through the summer, especially when it was quite sticky and warm, I didn't always want a traditional foundation where it would just clog up my pores, I would sweat through it, and then I would end up with spots. The shade that I used in summer was, the one I've got here is 01 Ivory, but when I had a tan I used the shade 02 Porcelain. The shade range is a bit strange because I thought 01 in a lot of foundation brands were porcelain for the lightest one, and then it will venture into the ivories and then eventually onto your mocha colours. And what I love about this one here is you get 30ml in here, so you've got a good amount. I feel like, I know with some BB creams that you can get through them quite quickly, but others, especially this one, you do get a good amount in there. And I think it lasted a good maybe year or year and a half, so you are definitely getting a good amount and great value for your money. £11.99 this was in Kiko in store and online. What I like about this one is you've got this little jobber where you can just squeeze out the right amount, as opposed to a traditional pump where it might squeeze out loads and then you end up wasting a lot of the pump, where you might not necessarily need a full pump for what you might need on your face. It got great coverage as well. It's pretty much invisible coverage. It's similar to my Rimmel Match Perfection, which is invisible coverage. But what I would say is, if you're looking for something to cover up things like acne scarring, you could go in with this one and then go in with a bit of the Kiko Colour Wheel to start as a base. In terms of skin, an absolute favourite of mine, this is one that I featured in a lot of my videos through summer, and this was one that I wore to the cinema event when I went to Hexham. A couple of the products in today's video I actually used in my trip to Hexham because I was wanting to ensure my makeup lasted well throughout the afternoon, because although it was pouring a rain, it was also really humid in there. But one of my favourite products, and one that I've used a lot this summer, and one that we ended up taking away on holiday, was the No. 7 Skin Illuminator. I've just got the standard one here. It was a natural looking radiance, hypoallergenic, so if you've got skin conditions or allergies, there are no harsh chemicals in this brand, and it's got a multi-face light reflector. This has got more of a sparkly champagne reflect to it, as opposed to the Morphe Madison Beer, which has more of a rose gold reflect to it. And what I do is another one here where you squeeze it out, place it on your cheekbones, and it gives a really nice natural looking glow. It's very subtle, so it's a great beginner one if you're just looking for a subtle glow without it looking too much, and you can always apply more if you're wanting to make it really flashy as well. I don't normally go for liquid illuminator, but I do know that one of the trends for summer 2025 was really to go quite all out on the highlighter, so I thought I would give it a whirl, and boy was I taken by surprise, because it also gave the impression that I had a natural looking glow, as if I'd been laughing a lot, because a lot of the videos that I've been doing, and the one that I did back in June, one of my reaction videos, I was really killing myself laughing, and I mean going for it, killing myself laughing. So if you're looking for something where you're wanting to achieve that effect, this is a great palette. Okay, moving on to my favourite makeup brush, and this is the one that I've been using a lot, and this is the one that I took away with me on holiday. This is the Sigma FA2 round kabuki brush that I use for my foundation. As you can see, it has been very well used. I'm going to need to wash it pretty soon as we head towards autumn, because I want to wash a lot of the summer colours off my eyeshadow brushes, and then I'll be able to use them again as we go towards autumn. What I love about the bristles as well is that they're nice and short and they're dense, and they're great for really blending different coverages of foundation in. And what I like about short bristles is it creates a more natural look, whereas a longer bristle, just when you apply it on your face, it's just really floppy and it just gives a stipple effect. But happily enough, this doesn't give a stipple effect, and this is one of my favourite ones. I feel like this is the most expensive foundation brush that I have gotten compared to maybe my Real Techniques brushes. £22 this one was. It's very resembling to the MAC brushes, so I thought I would give something that would be just as good if not better. So I feel like Sigma have definitely got this spot on. A lot of YouTubers used to swear by this foundation brush. It took me about 4 years to maybe gain the confidence in what I thought it would be, because I thought maybe this could be a really good foundation brush that I could do once I replace my XP face brushes. So, and I've noticed that these don't shed or go to funny shape, so it's definitely worth the extra money. Moving on to my favourite eyeshadow palettes. I have 3 favourites here. Obviously not that one over there. So my first one here is if I was wanting to create a festival or carnival inspired look, is this one, the NYX Ultimate Bright palette. This would be a great one to use if I was the head makeup artist on Strictly, I would use this to create the salsa and samba looks, because they always go in with the bright on here. And what I absolutely love about this is each row is dedicated to a colour family. So this one here is like your reds, pinks, reds and oranges, purples and pinks, blues and teals, and then greens and yellows. I actually created a pride look using this palette. I think it was about 2 years ago. I'll need to check back on my channel. And I also used this for when I went to see I think it was the New Hope Club tour, and then I used some of the pinks in here to create my look for when I went to see the Vamps Cherry Blossom tour, which was back in 2021. I can't believe that was 4 whole years ago that I went to see the Cherry Blossom tour. But I do think, and a lot of my lockdown looks were created with this eyeshadow palette, because I wanted to create something where you get loads of pops of colour, and I wanted to create a resemblance of the mascot, which was the rainbow that people did in their downstairs window. So if this is a great eyeshadow palette, £18, fantastic value for money, and then this is something that you could definitely consider investing in next summer. I could never say bad things about NYX. It's just a brilliant palette. Moving into the neutrals palette now, and this is a one that I absolutely love through spring. I think I did a first tutorial of this back in March, and this was the Magnifies Nude Edition by Rimmel. Oh my god, the colours are absolutely gorgeous. You've got some really nice natural colours starting on this side, and then you start to venture and more towards the smoke and pop shades here. The only colours I probably wouldn't use are maybe these 2 colours here, although I could use it as a liner. So, and then I'm not sure about this grey blue colour, because I'm not sure if it will go with this eye colour. But the rest of the palette, I can safely say I can picture, well, I have pictured myself wearing them, because a lot of this side here, and if you can pretty much guess which one my favourite shade is, I would say this one here, the colour. None of these have names, so I'm guessing if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The shade 5 has been my favourite lid colour shade, and my favourite crease colour has been a mix of shade 10 and maybe a bit of shade 3, because I can use this one as an eraser. In this palette you also get a dual-ended applicator brush, but I don't use that because a lot of the time I put this eyeshadow on in the house. But if you are putting this on the go, at least you get a nice dual-ended brush, so you can apply it if maybe you didn't bring your whole brush collection. Another great nude eyeshadow palette, and this is the one that was in my what's in my holiday bag video, was this, the Sleek A New Day eyeshadow palette. Another great one to use, and my favourite ones here are this colour here and this colour here. I do plan on using this maybe as we head towards Christmas, because there are a lot of glitters in this one and lots of shimmery colours, and I feel like November and December is pretty much the time of year where you could go overboard on the sparkle. And what I would say is there's definitely more, I would say there was more shimmer shades than there were matte shades, which is a good ratio, because I don't always want just an entire palette of matte shades and just 1 or 2 shimmers. So you do get a dual-ended brush. Here it is. So if you wanted to do it on the go, you've got a dual ended brush to do one side for using on the lid and this one for using on the creases and in the socket line. What I love about this one as well is that you get a mirror with it, so it's very travel friendly, very sturdy as well. It travel well in my suitcase, so if you're wanting to get a palette that is travel friendly and you still stay nice and safe for when you go away on holiday, this is definitely a palette. Highly recommend this, and all sleek palettes, they are amazing. So I'm now going to be moving on to the mascara lips before finishing off with what my favourite nail polish is. My favourite mascara at the minute, and something that I might continue into autumn, is the 17. This is actually a brow gel, but you could also use this as a mascara. So this mascara here is something that you can use on top of a black mascara. Now this hack was the one that I learned on TikTok, and I've been hunting high and low for ways how I can make my mascara last and ensure it doesn't run. So what I learned was, if you put black mascara on first, let that dry, and then go in with the clear brow gel, it'll really help to lock it in place, and it'll also dull it down and make it more natural looking. So if you are going to maybe see a sad film, or if you're going to see a comedian, this will definitely work, because I know a lot of people, when they're absolutely killing themselves laughing, it can get to a point where they're laughing and they've got like tears coming out, and then also your makeup is all run. But if you went in with a clear mascara, this will be your best friend. I wish I'd known about this sooner, because I would have used this hack to go and see Westlife, but not a worry, we didn't know, we're living, we're learning. But this hack I actually used when I went up to Hexham to see a special Laurel and Hardy cinema event. So because I could guarantee that I'd be laughing a lot, and I wanted something that wouldn't make my eye makeup run, because I made the stupid mistake when I did my Laugh and Gravy reaction video. I ended up with making the big mistake of wearing black eyeliner and mascara, and it just ended up running down my eyes, and some eyes ending up on my nose. So I think if I was doing another video like that again, I will ensure that I do this prior to filming. I do plan on doing a reaction video, and reading a lot of you guys' feedback. A lot of people have been sending in requests and they're saying definitely do another reaction video. And if my software permitting, I could do one where I put the picture in the corner, and at least you guys can watch along and see what that I am watching. But a good couple of requests are between the Fixer Uppers and the murder case. So I might do the murder case for Halloween, because it's got ghosts and bats and something that'll be associated with Halloween, so very appropriate and something I know that you guys enjoy, good clean humour. I do plan on doing the Fixer Uppers in December, because that is a Christmas special. And the last 4 things I want to talk about is my favourite lip products, and this is one that I used in my summer get ready with me, which is the NYX Butter Gloss. The one I have here is the colour Strawberry Cheesecake, and what I love about these ones here is they're nice and small, they fit in most handbags, and they smell fantastic as well. It smells like vanilla cupcakes, and it's got a small doe foot applicator, fantastic colour payoff, and you get a good array of shade ranges in here to suit all seasons of the year. This is my favourite summer shade, as well as I believe it's Angel Food Cake, or there's like another bright pink one. But I'll run the colour across the screen once I find out, because I'm not sure where that is. I love how you get 8 millilitres in here, and it seems never ending, because it's like a block colour, whereas a lot of them are a see-through tube, whereas this one is a solid colour, so it's giving the impression that it does last a good amount of time. £6 as well, and this is a great multi-buy product, so if you're wanting to get a couple of different shades, you are definitely getting good value for money. Another favourite of mine, and this is a one that I change up loads, and these are the Kiko 3D Hydra lip glosses that I have mentioned in so many of my videos. The colours that I absolutely love is the colour 8, which is like a nice orange colour, but the colours I have got here, and I plan on doing a review and first impressions on, is this, the shade 32, but a one that I absolutely love and took away with me on holiday is the colour 33. It's a really nice coral pink colour, and you get a good payoff of colour without it looking too much, and you get this really nice silver reflector because it's more of a, because they've got a range of just block colour lip glosses and they've got ones with a little bit of glitter in, so this is a really nice one as well. £9.99 in Kiko stores and online, so you're starting to venture more towards the top band of drugstore, but I would definitely say it is worth every penny, and I will be talking you through my top 3 shades of this product in another video. And the last thing I want to talk about is nails. Now, in spring and summer you tend to go towards the more pastel colours as you head into spring, and as summer approaches you venture more into the brighter colours. But an absolute favourite of mine and my favourite nude nail varnish is the Essie nail lacquer in the shade number 13, Mademoiselle. Oh my god, the colour is absolutely beautiful, and as you can see I have well loved it because we are up to here. I had envisioned the actually finishing this one off because a lot of the time if I love a colour so much I use it up that quickly, and then I might end up having to tip the bottle upside down to make sure I coat the brush well. If you are looking for a nice pinky nude, I would say that this is a really nice colour. I would say this is more of a translucent one, so if you're wanting a solid block of colour I would maybe go in with 2 or 3 coats and then seal it in with a top coat, because at least it'll almost give a semi-professional finish. I absolutely love the Essie nail varnishes because they do a great colour payoff, and also they give your cuticles a good moisturise. I'm not sure what the right term is, but anyway, I'd say it does good things for your nails and it's got a great colour selection, and my favourite one is either this one or Meet Me at Sunset, which is a really nice hot orange. And I do plan on getting some more of the Essie nail varnishes because they've got some great colours in, and I'm looking forward to seeing what my favourite ones are throughout the season. So there you have it guys, that is my favourite nail varnishes and makeup for summer and spring 2025. Although I am sad that summer is coming to an end, but I have had a lot of fun making some of the material that I have and using some of the products that I have been loving and enjoying, and I can safely say I will be reaching back for a lot of these next year. If you liked today's video, be sure to hit the notification bell to hear of any new content, and I plan on using and coming back to a lot of my favourites as we head towards autumn and winter. In the meantime guys, smash the thumbs up button, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon for another video. Thanks for watching.